I want to give you 2 questions that you should not demand answers for when you are interacting with the police, because it leads to trouble, folks. And I'm happy that you come to see me and you put your trust in me. I'm a big fan of questions. Tony Robbins says that the quality of your questions will determine the quality of your life. I'm a believer in that. And for those of you who have read some of these wonderful old books, the answer to the most important question is 42. That is from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. We don't know what the most important question is, but they did tell us that the answer is 42. Here's the 2 questions you should not be asking these cops, okay? Number 1, don't ask for a supervisor, okay? Have you seen the videos of people that just sit there in the car and say, I want to see a supervisor, I want to see a supervisor? Folks, this is not a drive-through at Burger King. You cannot have it your way. They are not Target trying to take a return and give you a refund, and you just want to go up the chain to see if you can get a refund. There is no law that says you get to have a supervisor. I don't care that you ask the question, but the problem is some of you are just freezing up after you ask to see a supervisor. You're not obeying the officer's lawful command. The officer has every right to tell you to get out of the car, and you're like, well, I want to see a supervisor. Well, then you're going to see me, folks, on a resisting officer without violence and some handcuffs, because you don't get that question answered, okay? Sorry, just because you want to see a supervisor doesn't mean you get one. The second thing I want you to not dwell on is this notion that you get to know why they pulled you over. Why did you stop me? Why did you pull me over? What'd I do wrong? Blah, blah, blah. In California and other states, they have passed laws that require the cops to tell you why they pulled you over. And that's a good law. Let me remind you, Florida doesn't have that law yet. I hope we get it. And I've watched a zillion body cams in my 32 years of doing this, and dash cams before the body cams. There are some really good cops out there that will tell you, kind of clear the air. Hey dude, your tag light's out. Did you know that? Your brake light's out. Did you know that? Hey, you don't even have your lights on. Are you aware of that? A good cop will say that anyway, just as a manner of customer service, but they're not required to answer that question. So those 2 questions, you can ask them, but don't just freeze like a deer in the headlights. Well, I'm not getting out of my car until you answer my questions. I'm not giving you my driver's license and insurance until I see a supervisor. Stop already, okay? They are the government. They have all the guns. They have the jails and the handcuffs. They have the lawyers. They have all the money. We, the people, have limited rights when that car gets pulled over, and you don't have the right to answers on those 2 questions. You can ask them, but just move on, okay? That's my word of advice, because I'm seeing too many of these cases. Thanks for listening.